Up, up, up. That should do that. Let's start the game. At least let's start the game in general. All day work to finish something for a deadline that I barely met. And I'm overheated. And tomorrow I have to do things, but at least I'll be working on a different video on Sunday again. Yay! Nah, I still love my work. Wrong drive. There. There we go. Game is starting, people. Look at that beautiful overlay. I'm checking if everything's in order. Game's working, the stream's working. Cool. I need that sip. I'm gonna give you guys a few moments to load it in and check if this works. That works. Bombs! It's yours, my friend. I have to check for an update for this plugin. Apparently there's more interactivity now. Anyhow, let's continue. And the counter's not working again. I'm checking if the stream chat is working just in case. Boop. Does stream chat work? Stream chat's working. Cool. From save point. Last time we were trying to learn everything we could. Hey, it's Gumshoe. Hi, Gumshoe. Gummy, why are you running away? Detective Gumshoe? When Mr. Edgar gave up his prosecutor badge, I just didn't know what to do. Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me. And then I began to think, if Mr. Edgar isn't the prosecutor anymore, does that mean I'm no longer a detective? But that's not true. Even without Mr. Edgar, I'm still a detective, and investigating is my job. Niggas don't investigate just for the sake of the prosecutors, pal. That's why, even if I'm on my own, I still want to stop investigating. So, you've been investigating by yourself? And perhaps at that time, you should thank your former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information which may save Kay Faraday. Detective Gumshoe did? So Joe Crane's autopsy report. I went to the detention center to see how Kay was doing. God damn. I have a lot of phlegm, that's why I keep coughing. That's when I heard. When you get where I am, you can just create your own truth anytime you want. Kate Faraday is the culprit. That was the truth I simply manufactured out of thin air. Good, very good. That face, that expression. You heard that conversation? That's right, and that's why I looked over the evidence again myself. Gummy, that's amazing! It was you who saved me. Okay, I'm really glad you got your memories back. Thank you. Do you get it now? I can investigate on my own. Gummy, don't run away. You've already proven that you can investigate on your own. After all, you saved me! Detective, I need your help. Currently, I'm not the prosecutor, nor am I much of anything else. Even so, I will pursue this case. I ask you not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? Aww. Sweet moment for Gummy. Oh, please cut it out, sir. Gummy! Okay, I get it, pal. I can barely see Mr. Edge bowing his head to me like this. Gummy! Thank you, Detective What do you want me to do, sir? Let me in a moment. We're gonna... one thing at a time. Now first talk to her. She knew something. All my heart's both helping me move towards the case forward. I reckon it's all in a good day's work. I'm not so sure about that. We've been chasing after an entirely different person. Indeed, it seems she did not properly examine the photo earlier. What now? Was my info really all that bad? Sip because my throat is getting itchy. It's the heat and the cold that I had. Now, some of the blame also falls for us for relying on dubious information source. It's time for us to regroup and start over. Could you hold on a sec? I think I'm staying quiet after being called a dubious source. Yeah, you got another thing coming. Fine then. Guess I'll just have to tell you about the scoop I've been saving. You've been saving a scoop? A scoop. Although I'm not expecting much. Let's hear it. What is this scoop of yours? 5 viewers! Hey, how are you doing, people? If you type in the chat, you will spawn an avatar. Your avatar can do things like jump, dance, gamble! And I can start a battle royale and have you all fight to the death. I have decisive evidence that Mozilla exists. Okay, let's go, okay? Hold up, I'm being serious. Y'all might not believe it, but it's true. I don't have much time, but I guess there's no other way. Would this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on a tape recorder? Kitty. That's right, that's Miss Edge for ya. You're good at figuring out things, aren't ya? It's the sound of Mozilla spewing fire. This place nearly became a sea of flames. If you say so. Don't make the face. You think I'm lying? Don't listen. Have to listen yourself. Ready? Here comes the flame. Fuck. Oh, what was that? It's hard to tell over your shouting, but if you say so, I guess it could be flames. Miss Swift, do you truly witness these so-called flames? Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't really see it with my own 2 eyes. On account of, I wasn't actually there at the time. If Mozilla had appeared, wouldn't you have noticed no matter where you were? Well, I was ways off and I was using a slightly unusual recording method, so... Could you explain me this recording method in more detail? I guess I just dug my own grave. She bugged something! The truth is, I was aiming for a scoop, so I did some wireless wiretapping. Wait a minute. Wireless wiretapping? If there's no wires, how do you tap them? Yeah, that's my question too. Hey, please don't concern yourself with semantics. Just simply intercepting wireless communication and listening without permission. Also, my green screen is now acting up today. So I just a light a little bit. There we go. I've been spending the last day scooping out the Grand Tower with my mentor. So you were investigating the black market auctions? In that case, you naturally would have tapped the immediate area surrounding the Grand Tower. You betcha, bud. Right then and there, I hear an ear-shattering roar. Finally, Mozilla appears. My heart is pounding. I feel him drawing near. So everything except the sound is just your own personal impressions, right? And yet, it seems that you didn't actually see anything. Well, I reckon some more of my thing. Anyways, as I continue to little Miss K over there almost shattered my eardrums. Eavesdropping is for car. Why don't you come here and fight us fair and square? What was that sound just now? I see. It's Swift. While you were eavesdropping, you were surprised by Kay's voice and fell over. In other words, you did not hear her voice directly. You heard the other radio waves emitted by the bug, did you not? But what? Does that mean the one who tried to bug me was... I was just eavesdropping. I'd never stoop to bugging nobody. Miss Swift, do you mind if you borrow that tape for a little while? Do what you please already. Oh, she recorded audio from the conversations. She's the bug tapper. She just tapped into the bug in accident. Strange world. Mr. Keys, Miss Barry. Did you find him? Not yet. Just where could John be? John? No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. I don't know anything about the kidnapping. Regarding Sebastian, we found him not too long ago. Really? That's great! Thank you so much. Now I won't be arrested again. Time to talk with Gummy! Detective Gumshoe, please tell me what you found in your investigation so far. Roger. Case probe that was sent to the crime lab. Traces of an extremely powerful sleeping drug called Sleepy Z were found on that. Sleepy ZZ, really? So that means after Kay was drugged at Good Lake, she was brought to remove the Grand Tower. That's right, sir. Now for item number 2. Footage from the security camera at the Grand Tower's elevator. The footage that captured President Wong and Judge Cookie going up the roof. The elevator is generally the only way to get to the roof. If the elevator refused, the person who used it will be caught on camera. But there's no camera footage. In other words, if you look over the footage from a couple of days ago, you should be able to see the unconscious Kate being carried up into the roof. And then, Yummy, does that mean you... I checked it all over the footage from the footage 2 days ago on fast forward. See, and the results? Well, actually, nothing came up, sir. Kay never showed up on the tape at all. That was unexpected. I guess it won't be that easy. So Kay was put on the roof without going through the elevator, which means she went for the auction. Well, let's get brought up to the roof of the tower. I should take a moment to carefully consider the possibilities. Let's hear your further final report. Yes, sir. Last but not least, the most important thing to report. I'm talking to someone on chat. Don't worry. I'm so... Everyone wants me today when I'm streaming. I'm so happy to be able to investigate with you again, Mr. Edward. I'm giving my all to arrest the culprit. That is all, sir. I apologize for putting you. Putting you through so much of this. However, when your most important report, then nothing to do with the case at all. What if actually useful? The reversal is out of it. Mr. Edwards, I know, no, sir. Kidnapping. The young one has been kidnapped. I want you to help us search for him. Kidnapping, sir? Victim is a boy by the name of John Marsh. The kid with the horns. Yes, do you know about him? I saw that boy myself, sir. He was this morning. That's right, he came out of that trailer over there. And then he walked towards the garbage pickup area. Garbage pickup area? It's right over there, pal. After all the trash from Grand Tower's office is collected. Don't know what happened after that. So I left the place around then. It seems he was investigating the garbage pickup area. Haha, Mr. Edgeworth, you're such a joker. Even he said to me, I have no idea what it is, sir. He proclaimed that quite proudly. Okay. How did you find him? Naturally, it was all thanks to his power of logic and reasoning. Actually, it was just a coincidence. I guess we weren't any help at all, were we? Don't be silly, of course you helped. Really, thanks a lot. Man, where were you guys searching, Simon? It was a bit far off, but we searched... Sunshine Coliseum. Sunshine Coliseum, so that's where they were. So they were by the shore. There were a lot of people at the event there, so I thought you might have gone as well. Event? Sounds like fun. Is it a festival? I want to go too. It was a lot of fun. There were food stands, fireworks, and much more. So I'm going to warn up all the people in the crowd pretty quickly, no? You didn't have to tell them that! It's settled. Once we wrap this case up, let's all go there. That was a logic point. He's being useful. At any rate, I'm glad you're able to find so quickly. Why is that? The truth is, our circus show is about to start soon. So I don't think we would have been able to help out with the search much longer. Sorry to burden you with this when you also needed to prepare for your performance. No, it's okay. Please don't worry about it. After all, I don't want to get arrested again. I'm really relieved you were able to find him, Mr. Ashworth. Yeah, but the warden still hasn't been declared guilty yet. What? So you're saying there's still a chance I might be arrested? No way. Okay, please don't tease him. What does she have to say? Pretty girl! Even though Regina also searched with her friends. Oh, you were beaten to the punch! By friends, does she mean her animals? Very big circus. If I recall correctly, wasn't the Bear supposed to have a performance today? Yep, that's right! You've been practicing a lot though for this upcoming performance! Will Simon also be performing? Of course! He's been practicing really hard, even though he keeps saying, no way! He even wrote in a balloon and did a lot of advertising for us. So, Mr. Edgeworth, should you also come by and see See Simon's heroics? Very well. That is, if we're able to successfully solve this case. Animal friends. Sound like you were saying you used the animals in your search. Yep. I thought we would be able to find them if I used region and Astique, but... Simon said, no way, no way, no way, no way! And stopped me! No fun! If Simon hadn't been there, there would have probably been a mass panic right about now. Simon, why did you stop her? It would have made the scene more fun, like the circus. Eek! Mr. Edgeworth, please forgive me! Why is he apologizing to me? I haven't said anything! She's not that smart. Okay. He said John headed towards the garbage pickup area. Indeed, there might be some traces of him left behind. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. This milk carton is... This is what it was that John was drinking out of. There's no mistake, something must have happened to John here. Locked. Looks like the garbage pickup is locked. Probably to prevent people from outside the Grand Tower from disposing their trash here. The garbage pickup time is at 11 AM, so that's why there's no trash. When I looked here earlier, it was the plywood with the floor with the garbage, sir. That was it. Looks like today is the day when the bulk was collected during the garbage pickup. There were a lot of bulky items placed here, pal. Garbage can crush any kind of garbage to dust. Now, it seems in case of bulk waste, it's transported as is without being crushed. Why do you know about how bulk waste is disposed of, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe Mr. Shields in order to accomplish it. Saying something like moving process and structural pressure. There's times when you're so sharp and scary, although there are few far in between. Combined with Detective Gumshoe's testimony, the chances are high that John was attacked and at the garbage pickup area. It was here, there wouldn't be many witnesses. Why would John have come to a place like this? It would be natural to think that he came here to throw something away. No way of knowing, since there's a garbage truck that's already collected everything. Logic time! Lag time! I thought so. The only vehicles that came through the plaza this morning were the taxi and blue truck. And Mr. De Beste was kidnapped in that taxi. Yes, meanwhile, John was attacked in the garbage in the pickup area. And the garbage was collected from there at 11 AM. I've got it, sir! The blue truck was actually... That's right. The blue truck that came through the plaza was a garbage truck. However, either as May, the officer who gave us this information, they don't mention that the blue truck was a garbage truck. Talk about careless, how can someone mistake a garbage truck for a normal truck? That's not okay. Today was the day for the collection of bulk waste. I suspect it was a standard truck without a trash compactor that came by to collect the trash. John was taken away by this garbage truck. Where do garbage trucks go? To the dump, of course! Hold up! The culprit is disguised as a garbage collector, right? And the truck was probably fake too. How do you know they really went to the dump? No, the garbage truck should have been real. Eh? What's that? To make clear, you can take a simple look at the garbage pickup area. It's locked. Take that! The garbage pickup area is locked. Only a real garbage collector could have unlocked it to collect the trash. Precisely, we should assume that the genuine garbage truck was used. For example, the kidnapper could have put John into a large cardboard box. If the box were mixed with the rest of the bulk waste, the garbage collector would have carried John away without even knowing it. Exactly. The culprit would then lie in the way of the garbage dump. And if they said, I threw it away by mistake, the box would have been returned to them. Garbage dumps nearby. Let's see. There's two of them. Yeah, It's the dusk. I believe it's the dusk one. Take me to. Would there be a hint in any information I hold? Nope. Nope. Let's try. Now we have to go to this. We can talk to him. Mr. Krause, I know it might be a bit boring question, but there's something I'd like to ask you. Okay, well, what is it? Are there perhaps any plans to make a new Steel Samurai? I'm so sorry, but is that a question related to the investigation? No, it's just a personal question. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it with people outside of the studio. Not even you, Mr. Edgeworth. God! Of course! As I thought, he cannot talk about it. However, he didn't deny it outright. Does that mean there's a hope? I don't want to talk to Kay. Maybe we go over here? No. Damn it. Let's see. Seems however... Perhaps we do. Same talks always. I think I'm missing something. Is the guard duty going well? Yes, sir! Of course. Besides, using my ears, I can also smell, touch, and even taste. I'm going to reference the way the guard duty so it is stodgy institution. Nice words, game! I'm sorry, but please perform your guard duty the way it's been done. Oh, it's you two again. Did something else come out? Hurry up and off aboard. No, right now we don't really need to go anywhere. Pish posh, that's what they all say. I can tell you're after smelling good. You want to start a new life in a new place with a new girl, am I right? Come, traffic lights are police sides. I won't let you stop you from where you're going. Come on, I'll pay and experience the best ride of your life. That personality, I guess, explains why he's so willing to help us out earlier. Evidence. A thing shining. Shining? What did he show me? Never mind. Looks like she doesn't know anything about it. Is my tape helping you out at all? At present, I still cannot say whether it's been helpful or not. If I don't help you out, I'm going to hear from my mentor again. Recall, this might be a silly question, but isn't this like eavesdropping on a person who was eavesdropping on us? Do you really consider it? That's why I can't stand amateurs. It's a school for staff. If I'm worried about getting my hands a bit dirty, I wouldn't be able to survive the jungle of journalism. Like a wild beast that feeds on grass, I feed on my scoops! Oh, the game's too loud? Thank you! And now I have the audio. I'm actually talking loud because I have my microphone boosted. And Sugar's isn't the one who's being hunted. If you think of Miss Hart as a carnivore who goes after Nicole's scoops, it makes perfect sense! I'm starting to feel sorry for Miss Swift. missing something. I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. Okay, it's not this one. No, I don't want to check it. Keep your filthy arrow away from me. I'm clearly missing some detail. Truck. Gina's the only one I can talk to that hasn't given me any hints. Ah, is this a present? Yay! I'm so happy! No, that was not my intention. I'm sorry, unless it's an animal, I can't tame it. That was also not my intention. It's the mighty Mozilla, that scary dairy cow monster. Scary dairy? But I figured Gina and Mozilla could become good friends. I'd climb on top of his head, grab its horns, and take it for a walk. Ah, that sounds fun. I want to ride it too. Miss Archer can come too. We'll ride it together. No, I'll pass. Your suggesting is impossible to begin with. Oh, fine then. Regina, what if the two of us take Mozilla by the horns? And we'll chase Miss Archer around relentlessly while he's stuck on the ground. Sure, leave it to me. Relentless. We'll be fabulously relentless. What you're suggesting is impossible to begin with. I'm begging you, please stop. Well, that actually helps. That was a new comment, so there is something I have to do with Mozilla. Okay, no. She's the only one who hasn't given me a useful hint yet. It's not the I-7 incident. I guess she is worthless. Okay, Simon, do you have any idea about Mozilla? You really show me stuff like that, it's too technical for me! I don't get it at all! I guess you don't have any new information about it. Sorry! Am I going to be arrested? I start spouting some random nonsense now, and will I be able to plead insanity later? If you want to be guilty of perjury, just go ahead right now. That was a leading question. I knew it. I'm going to be arrested. Good grief. He's not listening to me at all. Oh, right. 90s mementos. That's Knightley's, isn't it? Turn up a little. There. Seems like it brought back memories of Mr. Knightley for Simon. Indeed. Perhaps it would have been better if I didn't show this to him. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be fine. I've trained diligently under the boss in order to become a full-fledged animal tamer. That's what I've decided. But Simon, if that missing evidence isn't found, you'll be out of luck. Okay, did you really have to bring that up right now? Okay. I doesn't get that. So I did recognize Knightley's stuff. What am I missing? Sense. What about Knightley's mementos? Ah. Kami, you're worthless ever. Report nightly. Little tape recorder? No! Yeah, bug. No! Crunching notes. President Huan's assassination. Things sure have taken a turn for the worse, sir. When I decided to investigate the case on my own, I tried to remember all the technical things you would use, Mr. Edgeworth. And above all else, what's the most important thing is this. Until at first glance, we must still suspect it. Certainly, you are correct. So far, at least. Monsters don't actually exist in this world, but if that's what it seems at first glance, perhaps we should suspect that President Huan really was trampled by a monster. Thinking outside of bogs like that is really important, isn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, Detective Gumshoe, so close yet so painfully far! Damn it. I wish he would do something. Does he know what to think about the Fat Tower? Nope. What does he know about Mozilla? Taking. Alright, I know something I can try. See, I have a lot of testimony. Infiltrating a den of evil to cover a scoop with complete disregard of her own life. My mentor is really the greatest. Don't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Somebody's talking about Miss Hart, although I don't really want to comment. Personally, I would prefer if she didn't make so many rash decisions. So in other words, she's good at making snap decisions. Is there anything else? I prefer if she gathered information properly instead of flattering people of status. So in other words, she's able to get lots of info from important people. That's just what I would expect from my mentor. I would also prefer it if you didn't take everything I saw and turn it all around. Okay. Not that one, not that one. Doesn't get a logic it. Oh, okay. Mr. Keys, didn't you say there were fireworks at the Coliseum earlier? Huh? What about them? Were those fireworks set off during the day? Yeah, even just while we were there were a bunch of them set off. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? That explosion sound we heard. So that was it. The end of could have been very well have been for the fireworks. Ah! I think you can get away with this. Okay, go. Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice, but I highly doubt that. Boom. When a sound had been picked up by a phone, it must have been fairly loud. So that means the culprit was near the Coliseum. Even so, I bet the fireworks could have been heard in lots of places around the Coliseum. Indeed, it would have been impossible for us to search for the entire area by ourselves. If only we could have had the police lend us a hand. Done. 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 We're moving on to the next area. Based on the explosion sounds we heard from the kidnapper's phone, we know that John is being confined someplace in the vicinity of the Coliseum. We're in Donway Center. It doesn't make sense because I thought it was Dusk, but I mixed them up. Dusk has burnable disposables and Dawn doesn't. Dawn is unknown, so it had to be Dawn nonetheless. John was almost certainly taken there. In which case, the place he's being confined must also be somewhere close by. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Could I ask you to search the area around this garbage dump? You don't have to ask me like we're strangers, sir. It feels so distant. Please, just order me around like you normally do. Are you sure, detective? Right now, I'm not a prosecutor. Didn't I tell you, sir? Detectives don't just investigate for the sake of the prosecutors. You have my thanks, detective. And you take a sip. There we go, that was it. Detective, look, it's almost time. The best if you hurry, they should be at their limit. Take the jump shoot. I'm counting on you. Leave it to me, sir. This may be an unofficial investigation. And I'm calling all my pals from the station to help. I'll help too. Sitting John back is my job after all. I will be returning to the courtroom. I might be able to draw out some more time. Okay, well then. Even in the depths of night. The clock just struck 2. We have to hurry. Yes, sir. My introduction! When no other bird dares to take flight! 16 p.m. District Court. Here we are. Oh! Well, if it isn't the former prosecutor Edgeworth. Today's the best day. Witness, face forward! We're not done talking to you yet. Like I said, you see, why exactly have I needed help? Need to help out that person out, Your Honor. You know, it's a crying shame. Having a beautiful woman declared guilty. Honestly, it brings tears to my eyes. But you see, there's no reason for me to go out of your way to hide evidence just to say. Objection! However, we still have the testimony of your son, prosecutor de Veste. He testified that he handed the evidence over to you. I haven't had decided what he's talking about. I simply can't imagine why Sebastian would have said something like that, you know? Objection! What if there's evidence that shows your connection with Warden Roland? What do you think you're doing, former prosecutor Edgeworth? I was under the impression that you were no longer in any position to stand in court. Miles Edgeworth, how dare you barge into my prosecutor's bench? Francisca, I'm sorry, but you need to lend me the bench for a little while. What are you saying? Judge Courtney, I have brought vital evidence that related to this case. Your Honor, please allow me to testify. She'd never allow it. Objection. Courtney Pye, Uncle Ray also asked that he be allowed to testify. There's no objection from the prosecution either, right? Understood. The prosecution has no objections. Objection! There's no way you can allow something like this, you know. Such high-handed methods. Surely are enough to warrant being held in contempt of court. What did you say, Courtney? As long as John is still in danger, Judge Courtney cannot rule against the warden. I must convey through someone that the search for her son is progressing. Judge Courtney, I ask that you have faith in me and my assistants. Now that you mention it, where exactly is she? She's currently out searching for the most important piece of evidence. Objection. It's a waste of time. There is no such evidence. Are you stalling for time? How disgraceful. Objection. Most important piece of evidence, huh? Courtney Pye? I don't really know what that evidence is, but I think we should have faith in her. After all, even if she may not look like it, she's still a great thief at the Grasu. Somehow, it seems that Mr. Shield understands. Judge Courtney, we've already determined the general location of the evidence. It's only a matter of time before she steals the evidence back. Okay. I understand. Then I shall give you special permission to testify. Thank you, Your Honor. Okay. Her son has been kidnapped. That's all you can know. And that was the person we were looking for in the kidnapping. So her son was kidnapped, and we're trying to find her, to find him, and that's what the rest of the team is doing right now. But apparently he's now there. I don't know how this case is going, but if Roland is not declared guilty, I think he's gonna walk away. Also, my camera keeps focusing. We've been hit by a follow by Ludicofo198. Thanks for following! Also, you don't see Vector that much because the light's off. Just noticed that I didn't turn the light on. There. Vector's currently sleeping. Don't worry, if he doesn't really think you can see it. This is ridiculous. This final evidence that you found, please present it to the court. Blaze the Best Day and Patricia Rowland are somehow connected. And I will present the evidence that proves it. Patricia and Rowland. Report to Knightley. This document contains a detailed report regarding the interrogation of a certain man. A certain man? That man being the late Horace Knightley. Horace Knightley. And the one who interrogated was the defendant in this trial, Patricia Rowland. So that means that was the interrogation where... That's right. Patricia Rowland murdered Knightley in the aftermath of the interrogation. And that very interrogation has been recorded in this written report. That definitely sounds like a vital event. Objection! Miles Edgeworth! Just now you referred to that document as a written report. Now, just who knows what's a report written for? I thought you might ask that, Francesca. And that precisely is what is most important about this report. We found this document inside the safe in the storeroom on the 31st floor of the Grand Tower. The 31st floor? The storeroom for the black market auction. Indeed. And the conductor of that auction was you. Blaze the Best Day? You received a report about the victim from Warden Rowland. In the face of this evidence, can you still say you have no connection to this case? In regards to that, I refuse to answer. He pleads the fifth. What? It has yet to be proven in court I was the conductor of the black market auction. Oh, have you already forgotten the events of this morning? I believe I've already proven it back then, did I not? Yeah? He's like, I will not deny that I was bested by you. However, that was at a crime scene. Who knows if the results will be the same in court. An acquittal is still possible, you see. He was waiting on this. Until it's been proven in court that I am the conductor of the black market auctions. You can't prove that a document was addressed to me. Your logic is twisted. That's not very nice, you know. My logic isn't twisted, is it, Courtney? Don't you feel the same way? It was quite unlike you to allow former prosecutor Edgeworth's statement just now, you know. It saddens me, you see, that you would fail to uphold the law as a judge should. In fact, I'm so upset by this, I may have no other choice but to use my last resort, you know. What? It is as you say. Something that has not been proven in court does not merit any deliberation. I will have to overrule Mr. Edgeworth's claim. As I thought, until John has been rescued. You see, the truth at the scene and the truth at the courtroom are two very different things. So you're saying the truth can be distorted in court? As long as it's for your sake? What a horrible thing to say. I'm not distorting the truth or anything at all like that, you know? If an not guilty verdict is handing down, then it becomes the truth. That's as it is, you see? It's useless. There's nothing we can do unless the missing evidence turns up. Now then, Courtney, why don't you deliver a not guilty verdict and let's get this over with. What an asshole. After that evidence isn't gonna show up anytime soon, you know.
Objection!
Objection! That was his son! He's like, everyone, what? What? Who raised an objection just now? Boom! Pops! Sebastian? Why did you come back here now of all times? Sebastian, what is the meaning of this? Just where were you, and what have you been doing since you abandoned your own trial? I'm sorry, I was, such an act is unbecoming farce. You should be ashamed! Well... Sebastian, you still don't get it, you know? This court is no place for a sniveling child such as yourself. Pops, Whoa! Look at his face! present your evidence, Your Honor! His theme changed! This theme! Wow. So, please, let me take my place back at the prosecutor's bench. Sebastian, I didn't think he would come back. Objection! Objection! What's all this now, Sebastian? You don't seem at all like your normal self. Pops. Come now, what's the matter? You want to play with you want Daddy to play with you? Is that it? Well then, why don't you just head on back home? Return to the witness stand! Return to the witness stand! What's wrong? You're shaking like a leaf! Objection! Objection! Your Honor? The prosecutor officially in charge of this case has just arrived with new evidence. The trial is still in session. In light of this, shouldn't we continue with the proceedings? She doesn't want to. Naturally, the defense has no objections, Your Honor. I'm sure the defense attorney originally in charge would have said the same. The prosecution has no objections either, Your Honor. She doesn't want to because her son is in danger. Continue with the proceedings? That won't be necessary. Isn't that right, Courtney? Blaze still believes that he was the one who kidnapped John. As long as John still hasn't been found, Anthony will remain bound by Blaze, and nothing else will change that. You can see her panicking. Did that sound is? Her cell phone. That's her cell phone. It's a very good theme. My phone as well. And Uncle Ray's phone is also. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Shields! We found John, sir! They did it! You rescued John! Excellent work, detective! Wow, look at the guy, we were very happy. John even called his mom. The kid was the most important evidence, right? Way to go, Kay! I wanted to spread the word quickly, so I had to call everyone. Judge Courtney, it's for you. Yes, I see. I'm so glad you're safe. Make sure you properly thank everyone, okay? Be careful and come home safe. Aww. Oh, she is pissed. There it is. She is pissed. Let's resume the proceedings. Boom. Now that I may swing again my gavel to my heart's content. And she's fucking pissed. Ha! You're kidding, right? This is just a sad joke, you know. Witness, this is no joke. Please return to the stand. Prosecutor Deveste, as well. Promptly return to your seat at the prosecutor's bench. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Wow. Okay. Sebastian Deveste. Yes, Miss McCarma? I leave the rest to you. Huh? Going up against your own father? It won't be easy. I shall observe how things pan out. From the gallery. That's her way of showing respect to Sebastian. So we're going into courtroom proceedings. Now then, allow me to ask once more. Is the prosecutor ready? Ready? Prosecutor Deveste, what is the new evidence you wish to present? The missing knife and chisel. The missing knife and chisel, Your Honor. You mean they've finally been found? Prosecutor Deveste, is this true? The knife and chisel. I wasn't able to find them. I searched and searched. I really did, but it was already too late. Too late? What do you mean? I remembered. This morning when I passed by Pops in the garage at home. He was holding something wrapped up in the newspaper. Pops, where are you going? Ah, Sebastian. Just taking out some trash. And At that moment, I heard it. The faint sound of a bell. Could that be the sound of it any chance? The bell taps the Doge's chisel? In other words, you're saying that the witness threw away the evidence? I searched for it, but I didn't make it in make it in time. I'm so sorry. Where exactly did you search for? The garbage dump! Whoa! I went through the doors and searched everywhere. I thought the evidence Pop threw away had to be there. Isn't that Sebastian? Ah! What are you doing here? Whoa! Hey, he ignored us! So at that time, he had gone to the garbage dump. but... Oh, this was all I could find. It smells rather peculiar. Now that you mention it, there's a kind of a funky smell coming from you as well. Well, what do you expect? I was digging through the garbage! There's his old theme. And what of the knife? I think it's buried somewhere in a giant mountain of trash. But I couldn't find it by myself. I understand. I shall accept this into evidence. What is that? Well done, Sebastian. You never betrayed my expectation, you know. You searched so desperately through the garbage, and that's all you have to show for it. Aw, what a tearjerker. I'm tearing all up.
Objection.
A bit for it here, don't you think? We haven't examined the evidence properly yet. I think it's just a pointless waste of time, you know. I need a sip. Lubricate the throat. Pounding him, Sebastian, Miles. Show him the truth that can be exposed in court and take him down. Mr. Shield is backing us up. Now all we need is a breakthrough. Prosecutor Domestic, let's take a close look at the evidence. Right. Let's have a look inside. It's great if you find some kind of proof. This is the bell that was attached to Dojin's chisel. There's any traces. Are there any traces left behind on it? Heck! It's no good. There's nothing but a no, there's not even a single smudge. I have to switch screens. Where is it? This one. Not be a Elgato. It'll be fine. Just look at the smaller screen. It's no good. There's not even a single smudge on it. What did you find, Prosecutor the Best Day? Did you find anything? Darn it! Of course you find nothing. There's something like that can't be called evidence, you know. Oh, this is trash. It may be sad, but that's the truth, you see. Was Sebastian's effort all for naught? Indeed, this bell does not seem to be valid evidence. However... Mr. Edgeworth, are you really giving up? Calm as always, Edgeworth. Quite unlike Sebastian here. Well then, is the prosecution finished with its argument? Objection! Objection! What? Justine, not yet! Justine, not yet! We're not through yet! There's still something we haven't examined. You're still not giving up? Struggle in vain's not cute at all, you know. It seems Sebastian hasn't given up yet either. I'm just thinking the exact same thing. The last item remaining. Is it trash or is it evidence? If we don't examine it, we'll never find out. Coming up is... the newspaper. We're still not done examining the newspaper that the bell was wrapped in. It seems that Sebastian has the same idea as I do. Wow, this is just wonderful, you know. So wonderful, it's to cry for. Is it desperation or simply reckless abandon? Are you saying you're going to pin all your hopes on a scrap of work? God damn it, I can't do the smoking voice right now. On a worthless scrap of paper? We won't know for sure whether it's worthless until we examine it, will we? Sebastian, let's examine it post-haste. Hello. Death. Is this a handprint? There's something greasy on here too. Is it oil? Judge Courtney, we'd like to request a fingerprint announced on this paper. Could you please summon someone from forensic? Your request is accepted. Contact the lab at once. No fingerprints. Reporting. These are definitely fingerprints. However, it's from a glove. What? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing but a worthless scrap of paper. Just think about it, you know, when handling important evidence. What kind of idiot wouldn't use gloves? Oh wait, wouldn't that be you? The idiot who doesn't know when to give up? That's pretty harsh, talking to your son like that. What's wrong with calling an idiot an idiot? You're an asshole. If you want to be the best, you have to be heartless! I have no compassion for worthless individuals, not even my own son! Pops, You know, you've always called yourself a genius prosecutor, haven't you? Didn't I explain it to you this morning why you were a genius up to now? That's right. It was all because of me, because of my authority. You're always being protected by people like Courtney. And me. I need a sip. Smoker voice kills your throat. Now, get that stinking face of yours out of my sight. Stinking? You know, I think about it, that stench might just suit you perfectly. Just keep it away from my nose, or my eyes will start watering. Objection! Wrong. You're wrong, Pops. Sebastian? What are you talking about? You're the one who stinks, Pop. It's you, not me. What? You haven't noticed, haven't you? You haven't noticed, have you? You smell, Pops. So much that you can't even hide it. Mr. Edgeworth, try smelling the handprint on the newspaper. Smell? It smells like oil. I know something that smells just like it. But to think of it, back then, it smells like motor oil. Maintaining that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby. That's right, the smell proves it. It proved that the culprit who hit the evidence was... It's no good. I guess I can't become the best after all. I'm too soft. I could never be so heartless. I just can't bring down my own father with my own hands. Prosecute the best day. Summon your courage. Become a different prosecutor from your father. Wasn't that what you decided? We are prosecutors, and as prosecutors, we stand in the courtroom. In that case, isn't it our duty to shed light on the truth? Exposing crimes and bringing criminals to justice, even if the criminal is your own father. That is your duty as a prosecutor. Didn't I promise you that if you have the courage to stand up, I will show you the way? And if you cannot do it alone, then we shall do it together. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, this theme! Allow me to present the evidence that connects this handprint with my father. Here we go. Boom! This is the smell of motor oil. The kind of used for maintaining motorcycles. Both myself and Mr. Edgeworth have smelled the exact same smell before. Blaze the best day. It was in your garage. And wouldn't it be decent, rather, and wouldn't you say these fingerprints have a rather peculiar shape? Death. Here. The 5 letters spelled out death. It's exactly the same as your own glove. Objection. You can buy gloves like that from anywhere. It doesn't prove a thing. Objection. Is that really the case? That's not the only thing that That's not the only thing that these two pieces of evidence have in common. The fingerprints on the newspaper was used to wrap up the bell. And Blaze's mechanics, well, this is the unmistakable similarity both share. It's the dust on their hands. We're not done with this case yet. I mean, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. We were supposed to find the mastermind beyond everything, and it seems to be Blaze. This is the unmistakable similarity that these two pieces of evidence share. Yeah. I'm not quite sure where this unmistakable similarity is, you know. Even if you don't understand, I do. But Mr. Edgeworm, I don't understand either. So that wasn't it. Oh, the A's smudged. Fuck, that glove isn't evidence at all. I thought it was the dust. It's the A. It's a torn off A. That's the other thing I'm new. If you examine the imprint on the left letter A, by the letter A, you'll see them as mistaken from his glove. What? What? That's not all. There's one more item we must take note, namely the dirt stains. Yeah, that's the one I pointed out. It's the dirt stains. I suggest we do a comparative analysis of the dirt stains from the newspaper and the glove. If the contents match up, then we'll prove it to be decisive evidence. Bailiff, please have these dirt stains samples sent to forensic for analysis immediately. Arrgh, Edgeworth! Sebastian! You lowly prosecutors, do you have any idea who I am? Oh, he's freaking out. You're gonna freak out. Pops, you can't run anymore. You can't run away anymore. It's been proven in court that you concealed evidence, and that you tried to cover for the defendant. You're saying that I'm guilty? That I'll be sent into prison? Me? Blaze the best day? A couple of snub-nosed punk are gonna make me disappear? There must be some mistake! Be a man! Be a man and admit your crimes! Objection! Objection. Do you really think you can survive if I'm not around? I'll be fine from that. I'll be fine now. I thought I wanted to become the best prosecutor, so I could get your approval, Pops. But when I was kidnapped by your men and stuck in that dark room, I started to think. I am truly powerless. I despaired and averted my eyes from the truth. But at the moment Mr. Edward stepped in and showed me the way. And now I'm no longer just a child chasing after his father's approval. I've become capable, and I can find evidence all on my own now. What? My man kidnapped you? Why were you? Pops, I'll show you the truth you never knew. Through this trial. Sebastian! How dare you speak to me like that? You should have stayed as an idiot's son! You may have hated me to the very end, Pops. But I've always looked up to you. Thank you for everything up until now. And goodbye. You? Since when did you? All you've been able to do is depend on me. Sebastian! That was emotional. It's been established that the evidence was concealed by Blaze the Beste himself, and judgment regarding his concealment of evidence shall be delivered at a separate trial. The missing chisel and knife still have yet to be found. However, once the search of the waste disposal site is underway, they will surely be discovered. The knife will be found? What will happen to me if it's found? No need to worry. You will simply receive the punishment you deserve for your crime. Punishment? For me? Please, what are you doing? You! After all your boasting about being able to create your own truths and not guilty verdicts? What? That's why I contacted you immediately after the prison incident in the first place! And to make matters worse, you even kidnapped the wrong kid! I can't believe this! You really are Completely useless! That was certainly a violent outburst. But you heard her, Prosecutor de Beste? Yeah, she got all fussy and said a bunch of important stuff. Right? Indeed, that's correct. He still doesn't seem very sure of himself. That will be a confession. Indeed, Red. Very well, and with that, this court is adjourned. But we still... Not so fast! What? Huh? Who are you? What is he doing here? Of course the case is not over, because we haven't done anything with the president's murder. That's how this case got started. Judge Courtney, it's still too early... Judge Courtney, it's still too early for a happy ending. Lang C says, the end of the trial is not always the end of the case. And who might you be? Oh, he's gonna arrest her. He's here to arrest her because he thinks she's guilty of something. The name's Shilong Lang, just a humble law investigator. I'm doing this face because it's how he always looks to think. Do you have some objection with this trial? Ha! Not a chance! The defendant there has a heart as black as a moonless night. Lang? Don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago. You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally going to prison, where you belong. 12 years is a long time for coming for a suspended sentence, don't you agree? Agent Lang, what are you talking about? The SS5 incident from 12 years ago. It's a case I'll never forget. SS5? Another incident? 12 years ago? Well, a lot has changed. It happened over 12 years ago. Back then, he and my father were close friends, and our clan protected the president's life. But then he suddenly changed. It's as if he became an entirely different person. Nowadays, he doesn't even have a shred of faith in the police force of Sengfa. 12 years ago. I wonder what went on then. Might it be something to do with Lang's father and the president's involved? Patricia Rowland, you Blaze the best day. Back then, you two killed off the Lang clan. Excuse me? They killed off an entire clan of people? They're mass murderers now? No wonder Von Karma turned out like shit if that was his boss! Holy shit, no wonder Von Karma won the guilty verdicts no matter what. The guy's a fucking mass murderer! Shitmate! Shitmate! Were you involved in the incident 12 years ago? That's right, I was, however. I'm not here to chase after ghosts of the past. I'm here for you, Justine Courtney. Me? You and one other. We have to prove them innocent now. John! Miss Courtney, you're coming along too. As a suspect in the murder of the President of Singfa, didn't you want hung? Objection! Objection! Agent Lang, what evidence do you... Not so fast. Settle down, Mr. Prosecutor. The investigation has only just begun. We're going to inspect the crime scene with the suspects in attendance. Oh. Agent Lang, did he get his hands on some new piece of evidence? If you have any objections, then you can tag along as well. I should do just that. John is still not impressed. The end of the trial is not always the end of the case. There are still many mysteries yet unsolved surrounding the murder of the president. Namely, the true nature of the giant monster and... Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. I'm doing his voice because he sounds like it, as if he can bring me to justice, but I highly doubt that. The true identity of the person on the other end of the phone. I don't even know who that is anymore, but I think that's one of the assassins. Sheesh! We're not even done yet. And we're going to continue because it's not stream time's not over yet. I've started a little late, so I'm going to have to start going a little bit further. And I'm still sweating. You can't see it because of the white light, but if you see my hair, it's very frizzy right now. That means I'm very warm. Look at her. He's like, I want to wait forward. This theme. Lawless theme. Could you please give it a rest already? Deck? I'm telling ya, this is the best for all of you sake to come clean. The staff is there leave sealed and shut as the reporters continue their tenacious negotiations. If you're here to cooperate with the investigation, I must ask you to vacate the premise. Put a suck in it, copper! Y'all, they can't even stop Brazil's invasion. Not only did they secretly raise a giant monster, but now the staff is trying to cover it up. Like I said, we haven't been raising any monsters here at the film lot. But ain't you said you done something gory yourself? Sure, I saw it, but it's not like we were keeping it in the film lot. Mind if we butt in? I love this theme. I didn't like the guy at first, but when I found out his truth, just like George Courtney, he's actually a cool guy. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. And John. Oh, y'all coming here to search for the monster too? We are searching for a criminal, not a monster. Lugzy says, the darkness inside a criminal's heart can be likened to a monster. Well, when it comes to killing people, criminals aren't much different from monsters. Agent Lang, this is a problem. I can't let outsiders into the crime scene. These are key figures in the case. I'd like you to be here when the investigation resumes. Agent Lang, regarding what you said about resuming the investigation, where do you intend to start? We'll start by reviewing the case. Today, the body of the president was found here at the film lot. The president's whereabouts from 2 nights ago are still unknown. It seems he snuck out from under the eyes of the bodyguards and ventured outside. And that night was the last time he was seen alive. It was when he met with you, Judge Courtney, on the roof of the Grand Tower. Why is John sweating? Oh, by the way, if you guys want to know a little fun fact about this case, this is John Marsh. He's 13, and she's the mother. Now remember, he's 13. Judge Courtney is 26. Yep. Teen pregnancy. Yeah, she had a child when she was 13. They went there. Capcom had balls. This is just a translation patch, but this is balls. If this came out in the West, she would have probably been bumped up to like 30. So, why did you meet with the president? That I cannot say. You can't tell us even under the suspicion of murder? You can't say. Why not? Miss Courtney, if you don't say anything, you'll be more suspicious. Ha! She must have had a reason to climb up. I think you're somehow involved in the president's assassination. Objection! The president's body was only discovered today. That still leaves a blank of 1 whole day after George Courtney met with him on account of... Not so fast! Not so fast. Don't be so impatient. We're gonna fill in that blank right here, right now. Oh, and he has talked about that. Not so fast! Not so fast! Not so fast! The evening on the blank day in question, what is what's important. What happened here last night? So, why don't you tell us? John Marsh? Me? We know you were here last night. What? John was here? Between that little Missy's testimony and the footprints we found, we can easily prove it. John, you were rehearsing here last night, right? You were spying on me? I'm sorry, I just came to check up on things. You really shouldn't be staying up so late, you know. Mind your business! Mind your own business! Whoop! Whoop! I love that! John Marsh! The young lady was worried about you! You will not speak to her like that! Sorry? How many times have I told you to be more mindful of the way you speak? Is it just me, or does Miss Corney's personality seem to be kind of different? She seems to be strict with her own son as she is with those who violate the law. The goddess of law is a cruel mother! I love it. Are you listening to me? And early as well. Oh. Mother berating son. That's gonna take a while. Oh god, this game is this final game is so ridiculous. You should always bear that in mind, no matter the Caucasian. Not so fast! Can we get on with the investigation already? Ah! Pardon me. We just couldn't get carried away like that. This must be her motherly side. Inge Lang, we suspect John. All I want is the truth. All I want is the truth. Why was the president killed? And I want to know who killed him. I'll do whatever it takes to find out. It seems the president was like family to him. John, would it be alright if we asked you a few questions? Sure, it's fine. I've got nothing to hide anyway. Here we go. I wasn't feeling too great during yesterday's shoot, so I made a few bloopers. You're reshooting the scene today, so well, I decided to rehearse a little on my own. That's all. I do it all the time. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. You were rehearsing alone that late at night? John, when I called you last night, you told me you were at the hotel. You called him? About what time was that? I believe it was around 11 p.m. I require him to call me every night. That's our rule whenever he stays away from home. The truth is, I was at the film during that time. The truth is, I was in the film at that time. Uh-oh! So you lied to me? So you lied to me! Wait, you lied to me. I'm sorry. Miss Courtney sure is angry. I think it's admirable that he practiced on his own, even if he hid it from his mom. I'm sure she was simply worried. Who knows what could have happened to him out alone so late at night. And Randy, he did get caught up in yesterday's incident. But John said there wasn't anything out of the ordinary, right? Is that really the truth? I need to check something real quick. Wow, they're actually two different pictures. It's not like simply he was moved out. See, this is different. Written it differently. There's already hoof prints. I'm reshooting the scene today, so well, I decided to rehearse a little on my own, that's all. Okay, I have to press this just in case. Hold it! There was no mistake in the testimony. There's no mistake in the testimony, correct? Of course there's no mistakes! It was just a normal peaceful night. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. Ah, a peaceful night? How can you say when an incident like this occurred? Hey, he's still a child. Please don't get seriously angry. So there was nothing out of the ordinary? You don't know anything about the incident at all? That's the only impression I'm getting. But isn't there evidence to show somehow that did something happen? Yes. I don't have time to waste dealing with this child's lies. Let's present the contradiction, okay? It's it. The footprint is there, and he wasn't supposed to be there last night. So there wasn't anything out of the ordinary. That is a lie, isn't it? We have evidence right here. Ah, could that be? That's right. It's the video you record on your performance. What? You're telling me you have a video from last night? Exactly. And in this video, there's clearly something out of the ordinary. This is a monster's footprint. Would you like to say that the monster footprints are commonplace on the film set? John, why did you conceal this video from us? No reason, really. No reason, really.
Not so fast!
Hey, Pup, this is no joking matter. You had a reason to hide it, right? John Marsh, answer him clearly! But Mom! Well, I didn't want anyone to see me rehearsing. Nobody believes it. In other words, you're embarrassed about others seeing you practice. This is your thing. Yeah, got a problem with that?
Not so fast!
You're saying that's why you hid the evidence? John! Yep! Quit nagging me! You've already busted me. What more do you want? Yeah, the footprints were there, but I just practiced it at home. Hold it. How come you're so calm after finding those footprints? It's a monster, you know! A real-life monster! I thought it was just part of the set. Besides, there were a lot of other weird stuff around here too. Be suspicious, Chief! The kid's really suspicious! You're right. The smell of the scoop stinks to the high heaven. Shut up. We're done talking.
Objection!
No. We're not done yet. What now? The monster's footprint were the only thing that unusual that happened last night. Besides the monster's footprints, what other unusual things happened last night?
Take that!
No. Joe, you don't understand, do you? You're still a child, after all. I don't need some guy who's less intelligent than a child telling me that. No! See, that wasn't it. Where can I check that? His head fell. That was the only other thing, but I don't think it happened when he was there. A monster's head fell from the roof of a monster's head fell from the roof of that building. So you must have known about that. I don't know anything about it. Is that true? I told you, I just practiced a bit and then I went back. I don't know anything about Mozilla's head falling or anything like that. But do you have evidence to show that I know something? There certainly isn't any evidence of that. It's also possible that it fell after John has already gone back. There's no evidence, then like I said, we're done talking. It seems that John doesn't really want to talk about last night. Could he be hiding something after all?
Not so fast!
Wait up. Wait up. Agent Lang? This is a thought. Thank you, Mr. Prosecutor. This video backs up my logic. Huh? Is there something in the video that's related to this case? Yeah. Take a good look. Take a hard good look at the costumes in the top left. The Mozilla costume? Try comparing it with the one over there right now. It looks like it's just hanging over there limply though. And the zipper on his back is zipped up tightly. The zipper's open in the video. The zipper on his back? It's open. What? This discrepancy. Yeah, the difference is plain to see. In the video, the zipper is clearly open. That's where the body was hidden. That's right. Someone was inside. What? Mr. Powers, is this costume zipper usually... It's always zipped up tightly when it's not in use. Mr. Prosecutor, do you remember my logic from before? 2 nights ago, Courtney pushed the president off the roof and killed him. Afterwards, she snuck into the film to hide the body. In here? Would it be easy to hide a body in a costume or behind all this equipment? Then all she had to do was do that to retrieve the body. You're saying the body was hidden inside the costume? Yeah, that's right. Just Courtney! 2 nights ago, you pushed the president off the roof of the tower. You then hit the body inside the monster costume. Autopsy report! If it said that he fell from a height, that he would have. If he fell from the tower, that body would have been pristine. I did not such. Here on the show. Here, if he fell from a building from 50 stories or 51 stories, this body would not be this pristine. The body would not have been pristine. It's impossible. But apparently that logic is not allowed in this game.
Objection!
That should have already been proven impossible. The film lab was locked at the time. Judge Courtney could not have entered this place.
Not so fast!
And what if there was an accomplice? What? I'll tell you my reasoning, so listen up. He's trying to say John helped Courtney in to hide the body and then pull it out. Reading the film lot. If John was an accomplice, the problem with the logs would have been resolved. The two of them hit the president's body inside that monster costume over there. I already know. I think this crime had such. It doesn't add up because the soup was used the day of the murder.
Overruled!
Oh, overruled. John would never take part in such a crime.
Not so fast!
You're the one being suspected. Your words don't carry much weight. I wouldn't think those two had sufficient motive for something like this, though. Well, maybe they had a motive that we didn't know about. You were the last one to meet the president, and you're still keeping the details secret. Don't you think it's only natural that you're being suspected? He's right. Judge Courtney, is there no way for you to tell us your secret? My apologies, it's just I cannot, no matter what. However, when the time I can talk about it comes, I will surely let you know. So, if you could please... Believe you? Is that what you want to say? That's what all criminals want. Oh, seriously. And you, pup, if you've got an explanation, hurry up and spit it out. I didn't do nothing. That's all I'm saying. Both mother and son won't talk. You still gonna defend them like this? It's true, Judge Courtney's actions are a mystery. However, we still don't know whether or not that ties in with a motive for murder. Yeah, that's right. Their motive for murder can wait. For now, let's talk about the situation surrounding the crime. And the fact that these two are the only ones who could have done it. This is the evidence I have to show. Like they can't because the costume was used yesterday. See, always question words without evidence. I don't even need to question the words of that you're saying.
Hold it!
I have to press both statements. Supposing those two were accomplices, why would they have needed to leave the body hanging there for the entire day? Why don't you give it a rest and take a good hard look into reality? Thanks to their trickery, our investigation has been confused up until now. Doesn't that answer your question? Got it?
Hold it!
This is what I have to do. In the video, we cannot see the inside of the costume, so can you really say for certain that the body was placed inside? Yeah, I'll give you that much. In that case, why don't we try examining it, the inside of the costume? There might be some traces left inside. Mr. Powers, may we examine the inside of the costume? Sure, go ahead. But it might be kind of stinky since I sweat a lot in there. This is what I had to do. This is incredibly dirty. That's strange. You always make sure to clean it after using it, so that sweat doesn't damage it.
Not so fast!
Isn't that that someone besides you used the costume. I think the dirt from the body probably got into it. The present body did fall on the top of the monster's footprint. That must have been where the dirt came from. Are you stats right now? Press again. So, dirt has gotten into the costume when the body was hidden inside. Wouldn't that mean that the dirt was transferred from the body? Ah, isn't that obvious? How else would say it got in there? There's dirt stuck everywhere inside the costume. It looks particularly bad around the chest area. Around the chest. You can't overlook that fact. Press everything for now. Agent Lang, don't you tell me you're saying John was an accomplice. John still looks like a grade school kid. He's got How could he be an accomplice? There's just no way. Like I said, John's already in middle school, and the backpack is actually part of his costume.
Now go back!
Langsy says, no matter how young the cub, never pity an ungrateful pup. He may be a little brat, but a villain deserves no mercy. So Mr. Langshi didn't make any allowances for age. Mr. Prushy, you're not defending him because he's a pup, are you? Of course not. That was never my intention. I shall present it in due course. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Hold it!
I have to keep... How would that resolve the problem? I figured you asked that, Mr. Prosecutor, but you know, it's actually quite simple. Listen up. First, the woman pushes the president off the roof. She pushes him off. Then the brat, who knows the combination of the lock, unlocks the film lock. I see. The combination locks the brat. Okay, it's the opposite. The brat unlocks the lid. As I'll take for this problem solved. The fairy she couldn't get in back in. Regarding the lock, certainly possible explanation. Agent Lang, thank you for your clear. Please continue with what you were saying. You're gonna give up. You better do it now. Yeah, because the dirt's on the chest area. Dirt got onto the costume when the body was hidden inside it. Is it really the case? You have had a problem with that? There's a fair amount of dirt inside of the front of the costume. Yeah, that's a lot of dirt. However, I would like to focus on the state of the body is in. It's lying on top of the dirt, and yet there's no dirt on... It's lying on top of dirt, and yet there's no dirt on the front of the body. If the body was really inside the costume, then it'd be strange that the front of the body isn't stained with more dirt. Well then, how would you explain it? How did it get inside the costume? I think it's very likely that someone was inside the costume. But who could have it been? Where have you seen this? What's the matter, Kay? It's Blaze. We got this somewhere before. Where was it? Gray fragments. It's the gloves. It does seem to be something other than normal dirt. Something must have gotten stuck into it. There's lots of it in my head. Something got stuck to it? There it goes. Hello, Blaze!
Take that!
This dirt has some grey bits mixed into it. Huh? What of it? We found an item belonging to a certain man that was covered in the same type of dirt. That is to say, these gloves. Those dirt stains certainly look the same, but tell me, just what exactly is this grey substance? This grey substance is... concrete. Grey substance must be fragments of concrete. You mean the stuff that was scattered around the monster's footprint? Exactly. Meanwhile, who did these gloves, which are stained with the same kind of dirt, belong to? Oh, I remember. We found at Blaze's place. Blaze killed the president! Went to Blaze's garage, and there we discovered the... Wow, for someone who's been guilty, suspected guilty, he's been murdering people. Come to think of it, there were also hammers, shovels, and other things as well. Why would a mechanical intended to be used on machines be covered in dirt? If he broke the concrete with a hammer, then dug into the soul of a shovel, then it's only natural that dirt like that would get on the gloves. That maybe, yes, the true nature of the monster's footprints has been made clear. It's possible that these footprints were dug up by Blaze the Best Day himself. Ah, this fiend!
Not so fast!
Not so fast! It's possible? It's possible, you say? Do enlighten me, because I honestly have no clue. Why on earth would he do something like that? Why did he make the monster footprints? Thinking about it, the answer must be... he buried something. Could it be because he buried something? He buried something? I smell treasure. So what did he bury? If you want to find that out, we'll have to dig up...
Not so fast!
You think the police wouldn't have already investigated that? There's absolutely nothing buried beneath those footprints. Ah! Really? I thought the evidence was buried here. He dug something up. Probably when something like this. Night at this spot, there was something he needed to dig up. For that reason, he broke through the lock on the back door and sneaked into the film lot. By using the hammer and chisel, he set to work. Three pieces of stuff he dug up here. It makes sense to do it here if you... because he was running out of time. The place he dug up into his bag before he could fill in the holes. That's when John came to practice. Exactly. Blaze panicked and had no choice but to hide himself in the Mozilla costume nearby. Ugh. To think you would deduce so much from just a pair of dirt-stained gloves. However, all of this is merely just a possibility. There's still no proof that he was the one hiding inside the costume. For all we know, he might have left the scene once he's finished digging. On the contrary, such proof does exist and can be seen in the video. When it was recorded, Blaze was definitely inside the film log. What? Can't blame Major Lang for not noticing. The difference between the current film lots and the one in John's video, along with the state of Blaze's garage, and it's all too clear that Blaze was still here. The double back. That's his bag. That's his bag over there. The bag placed near the costume, where an identical one inside Blaze's garage. First, the dirt on the gloves, and now the bag. It seems there's a connection. We're still not done! And that's my proof. Blaze was inside the costume. Ergo, the president's body could have not been hidden inside it! Yeah! It seems I was able to refute Major's like reasoning. Someone needs to go investigate Blaze's out right now, pal! We need to know what's inside that bag. Yes, sir. Hold it. Y'all pop down and listen. Y'all been saying whatever works best for y'all. And the noisy one returns. There's a lot of footprints at the mighty... There are the footprints of the mighty Mozilla. Ain't some random dolt dug by that old coot. I believe the true nature of these footprints have already been proven quite logically. Logic schmolic, I ain't buying it! So I'd tell you, but I know what I saw. I saw Mozilla. Is she referring to how she saw Mozilla out the window of the Grand Tower? preposterous. No, he lifted the head. But in doing so, we ain't have loving it. That same is an insult to journalists everywhere. That's right. There's more of them monsters than just footprints. I remember hearing that Sunny over there seen with the monster earlier. I reckon the gal over there said she witnessed it herself. These two are together. All meaningful talk grinds to a halt. If you only knew what the monster really was, I think those two would quiet down. Mr. Ashworth, isn't there anything you can do? The monster's true identity. We don't have much choice. Let's see what we can do. Isn't there... I mean, you ain't telling about the monster? Nicole, ask him! Ask him right now! God. Please settle down. Regarding the true identity of that monster, I already know what it was. What'd you say? That's right. The video John recorded provided the hint that I needed. What'd you talk about? Miss Nicole saw Gordy when she would check up on John's practice. That time, she mistook something for Gordy. The monster can be seen in this photograph. What? Ain't this some old plain old souvenir photo? Y'all really don't think you can pull the wool over my eyes, do you? Like a pro, do you? The suspension camera, but I already knew that from the start when I heard it was Gordy. Naturally, Gordy's true identity was this camera crane. What? The video John recorded was shot from fairly high up. A shot from that position would be impossible without a camera crane. But there ain't no way Mr. Skulls would mistake a camera crane for Gordy.
Objection!
I wonder about that. Mr. Coles? Yes? Earlier you said that the prescription for your glasses didn't match your eyesight anymore, correct? Yes, lately it seems like my eyesight has been suddenly gotten a lot worse. So would you say you weren't able to see Gordy clearly in the dark? That's right. Its silhouette was all I could make out. But remember what Miss McCall said. I quote, its skin was really scaly, almost like a reptile. I ain't got no flesh, I don't know about skin. It's just a bare steel frame. That's certainly true, at least in the case of this photo. However, last night it did have skin. You ought to do whatever you want to get ready with our big scoop, ain't ya? That was not my intention. But since I've come this far, it's time to put an end to your nonsense. Gordy's skin is right here before our very eyes. My God, we're actually taking time to prove this. Just to shut him up, as Miss Kotlol was saying in her testimony earlier, it looked like it was going to rain last night. Well, it actually never rained. John was still covered together for a proof sheet. Which, to Miss Nicole's, looked like a monster's skin. Really? We're doing this theme for this? What? Don't get me wrong, I love this theme, but this is not the moment to play it. You gotta be kidding me! You're not wrong, John. Man, you saw through it all. Not bad, old man. Unfortunately, the glory that Nicole Nelson was nothing more than an illusion. Not again! Looks like the dream has shriveled up and died once again. Mentor! But she still saw it. Seems like things have finally settled down. I really thought the boy was hiding something from me. I guess I had it all wrong. Now then, we figured out the true form of the monster. Everyone seems refreshed. Actually, there's two people here who aren't totally bummed out. Agent Lang! A plot twist. Your report's in, sir. We got the result of President Yuang's autopsy. Good, show it to me. Finally, what is the cause of death? Tremendous pressure. So, this was the cause of death. In other words, he was crushed to death. Crushed to death! I thought as much. That means he didn't drop dead. He was crushed. And the murder weapon is the head. On investigation. What are you doing, kitty? What seems that... Sunflower residue? I didn't know the president was into gardening. Gunpowder residue? No, gunpowder residue. Traces of it are left behind when a gun is fired. Since it has been found on his right hand, it's possible that the president fired a gun. A gun, huh? But we didn't get any guns. We didn't find any guns when we investigated this area. Unexplained gunpowder residue. I'll have to look it over. I'll have to look up autopsy report later. And with that, we're doing it right now. Gunpowder residue was found right now. The yellow stain is going to be analysis from pressure. Then we have our answer. The president did not die from falling off the roof of the Grand Tower. Rather, he died from being crushed under Mozilla's head. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I can't deny it. Looks like your logic was right after all. This means the suspicion surrounding Miss Courtney should be cleared up, right? Nope. Yes, not only the cause of death, but the time of death proves her innocence as well. Because what's time of death again? April 5th. So that was yesterday. Miss Courtney met with the president 2 nights ago. However, according to the autopsy report, the time of death was around 11 PM last night. Mozilla also fell last night. It matches up perfectly. That's a relief. Isn't it a bit too early to be relieved? Agent Lang? The president died after being crushed by Mozilla's head. That I will admit. But the problem is, who was responsible for the falling head? Mozilla's head fell last night. And last night, the one who was at the film was...
Alvaru!
What are you saying? Surely you're not implying... That's right. You killed him, didn't you? Sorry, Lag, are you fucking stupid? We just proven Blaze was there as well. You know, and you've already proven to us, Blaze has a history of threatening the president. Idiot! Why is he sweating? That pup's hiding something. He was at the scene where the body was discovered last night. He also saw the footprints. Despite that, he still claims he knows nothing about the incident. Isn't it a bit too convenient? Objection! He is right. His footprint shaped hole has been proven not to be related to the case. Just because he saw the holes doesn't necessarily mean he's involved in the incident. You sure about that? Take a look at the pup's face. He looks pretty shaken up to me. Blaze killed him earlier and buried him. If he doesn't feel like talking, then I have an idea of my own. Let's check the tape. Agent Lang, what is your intention? The police have a device that lets you analyze the video footage up close and personal. Agent Lang, you would suspect John enough to go that far? As long as John's lips are sealed. This may be the only way for us to get closer to the truth. Detective Gumshoe, if I'm not mistaken, you have that device with you, correct? Mr. Nas is ready to go, sir. Now we're talking. Would you please perform the video analysis for us? She wants me to do it. Who knows what kind of fault that Wolfman will find in it. This isn't exactly my strong suit, but I suppose I have no choice. Okay, new mechanic, guys. President. Eureka! There's the president. That this is. What's the matter? I want to see too. Eek! Hey, what's wrong? Show it to me. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I request you to submit the evidence to court. Please take a look at the top right corner of the zoomed-in video. This version is. Did the president? Impossible! Huh? No way! Seems we finally found it at last. The evidence that points to the true killer. The video places John at a major disadvantage. You're wrong. That's not right. I didn't know anything about this. That's not gonna cut it. It's clear you and the victim were at the same place where his body was found later. John Marsh, there's no doubt. You killed the president. No, this can't be. Why would you? John, please don't tell me. Did you really kill the president? Mr. Ashworth, is this really decisive evidence? Mr. Prosecutor, looks like even you can't object to this. The pup said he didn't know anything, right? And yet, the president's right here in the video. John, what are you hiding? John, please tell us the truth. The truth is, it's all my fault. John Marsh, what did you say? What did you do? Mozilla's head falling was all my fault. During rehearsal, I used the heater. We went to practice and I forgot to turn it off. Then my mom called. I left the film on. When I came back to lunch after the phone call was over, Mozilla's head was on the roof had fallen, and right next to it was the president, lying dead on the ground. How can that be? I'm not giving up yet. When I finish this one, I'm probably gonna call it a day. That's constant fire at the rooftop. It was just a small fire, so I was able to put it out by myself. So the president's death was John's fault? But wouldn't that make this an accident, sir? And then, what did you do with the fallen head? I took it apart and brought the pieces to the roof, and I put it back together.
Not so fast!
Tampering with evidence. So you put out the fire and you even put the fallen back on the roof. Which means you were hiding evidence. You can't be having that, you know, you naughty little pup. I didn't do it on purpose. I really did just forget to turn off the heater. When the legs broke, the stand would have been tilted, and if Mozilla's head was on top of the stand, it would have fallen off. So the hell fell out because of the fire? There's still one logic point we still haven't proven. So this is not over. I noticed more after I've proven this. The case is not over because I still have one logic point, which is the 3 footsteps, and that is what. And we know now it's digging, but we haven't proven that yet, so it's not over. Next to the heater, it seems someone's lacking safety awareness.
Not so fast!
Was it really just an accident? If that's the truth, then what was the president doing here? I don't know. There's no one else went around when I was there. You expect me to believe that? The president wouldn't have come to a place like this without reason, you know? Indeed, the president's reasoning for coming here. Blaze still did it! The fire is Blaze lighting the fucking thing on fire. It's simple. Blaze was the one blackmailed him. 2 months ago, he met with Judge Gunning on the roof of the Grand Tower. Last night, he was here at the film lot. Did he meet with John? No. He met with Blaze. I have to listen very carefully. He didn't do it. It's Blaze. Blaze killed him.
Hold it!
Why did you use the heater? John, you're still young. I know it can get a little cold in early spring, but you shouldn't have to resort to a heater.
Out of the room!
It's precisely because he's young that he must make sure to take care of himself.
Objection!
However, while it can get a bit chilly during this time of year, it wouldn't be necessary to... Hold it, old man! Is this really the right time to be having this argument? Yeah, he's completely right. John, you're about to get the better of Mr. Edgeworth, but please mind your language. Don't forget that he's got the better of you too, Your Honor. I know, Mom. So, where was I? That was kind of pointless. I better went down to practice, but I forgot to turn it off. I forgot to turn off the heater. You didn't check it before leaving the room. I meant to turn it off, but I was too focused on practicing, so... Come on, everyone forgets stuff like that sometimes. Yeah, I gotcha. I forget small things like that all the time. Something like I'll forget to turn off the AC or the lights in Mr. Edgeworth's office. Or I'll just jump off the ladder or the prank calls on his answer machine. But forgetting to turn off the heater is really dangerous, so you gotta be careful. Some of those things had nothing to do with forgetfulness. John, please continue. Looks like you've got it rough too, old man. Well, back to my story. Now, might call me... Sorry, let's call it film lot. It was late at night at the film lot. Not a single member of the film crew was around. So then, why did you have to leave the premise in order to answer a call? I thought you forgot about the phone call thing. So I kind of panicked. If I didn't answer the call fast, it would have been buzzed. I would have been for leaving the hotel without permission. In that case, why didn't you just answer it here? Because it was rehearsed. Because I was rehearsing, and all the cameras and mics were on. If I talked here, every last word I said would have been caught on camera. So he was embarrassed that the conversation with his mother would have been recorded. Anyways, I stopped practicing for a bit and rushed out of the film lot. When I came back to the lot, the phone call was over.
Hold it!
In that phone call, you lied and said you were at the hotel, correct? Why didn't you tell your mom that you were rehearsing? If I told her that, she would have called the hotel and made them send me a taxi or something. Of course I would have! A child alone on the street at that time of night. What sort of parent would allow their child to be in such a dangerous situation? I guess kids just don't understand how their parents feel. It goes both ways, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. Now then, John, please tell us about what happened after the phone call. Oh yeah, of course. Let's came back here. Mujo's head was...
Hold it!
Was there any indication that the head was about to fall? I don't know. I was focused on my rehearsal. So you forgot to turn off the heater, which led to fire the roof. I was thinking you would have at least heard something. Heard something? Oh, I was wearing headphones, so... Headphones? Listening to the movie soundtrack helped me get into the scene. I had it on full blast, that's why I didn't hear anything. And yet, you noticed your mother's incoming call? I had my phone on vibrate, old man. That's how I noticed. Anyways, the head had fallen. Okay, he didn't hear shit.
Hold it!
That's weird. Why was it next to him? What was the state of the body? I didn't get a good look because it was dark. Someone becomes quiet as a mouse. Because Justin didn't really want to remember anything about the body. Is that the reason why he's gone so quiet? Yes! Press him further! You didn't get a good look? Then how did you know he was dead? That's... well... someone told him! He said he must be hiding something. Wouldn't you normally call for help if you see someone collapse on the ground? However, you did nothing of the sort. But he was already dead. That's so. You seem quite certain that the president was already dead. Now, is there a reason for that, I wonder? The guy was collapsed on the ground, and right next to him was the fallen monster head. I'm not stupid. It wasn't hard to imagine what happened.
Objection!
You can imagine whatever you want, but there's no way for you to know that he was dead. You actually checked on the face to make sure he was dead, did you? Yeah, that's right. I was scared, but I got good close in the body and checked to see if he was breathing. I thought as much. However, why would he hide it? There must be a reason. Please tell me the state of the body at the time. At first, I didn't know he was dead. I would have realized sooner if there was any blood. But it wasn't a single drop, and his clothes were completely spotless. Either way, he wasn't breathing. He has dirt on his clothes. His clothes were spotless? Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, old man? John, it's painfully obvious that you're desperately trying to hide something from me. What are you on about? I'm not hiding anything. You're hiding something about this yellow stain on the president's clothes, correct? Why did you leave it entirely out of your testimony? The fact you made no mention serves it to cast more suspicion on yourself. That's because Blaze told him. I hope you have the convincing information. It's Blaze. It's Blaze. Yeah. Please, Courtney, straighten him out. Judge Courtney? Done? Please allow me to explain. Why are you? The other stain left in the president's chest. It's almost certainly lion lily pollen. Lion lily? When I met with the president on the roof of the Grand Tower 2 nights ago, I brought him a bouquet of lion lilies. Lime leaves are beautiful flowers with stunning golden petals. Some of the pollen from the lilies must have gotten on the president's suit. Huh? But I didn't see any lilies in the security footage, though. They were simply obscured by the president's body. Why did you bring a bouquet? That I cannot say. I figured it out! I figured it out! The real reason why the president came to this country, the real reason why the president would be in the film lot, the real reason behind everything. The president is John's dad.
Knuckle back!
That's it. Hey, you're keeping way too many secrets. You won't tell us why you met with the president or the reason you brought him flowers? My apologies. However, I did not give him the bouquet. I didn't give him the bouquet. That much is true. But when the president's body was discovered, we didn't find any flowers. I honestly don't know how that could be. How old is the president then? Loading error. He was 45! He was 45 and he was with a 13-year-old! Oh my god, I can now see more reasons why this game never came out of Japan! If that's true, we know what they just indicated. You didn't say this and you don't know that. Do you accept a flimsy testimony like that in your trials? Hey, cut it out! John! I threw the flowers away. You threw them away so there were flowers near the body when you found it. Yeah, that's right. They're right on top of the president's body. They've been crushed as flat as pancakes, though. Ah, I see. So the flowers were squashed by Mozilla's head, too. A large amount of pollen got stuck to the president's suit. That seems to be clear, isn't it? However, why didn't you go the way to dispose of flowers? No reason. Bullhead shit tower. So John's not going to tell us anything either. I guess Mother and son both have a lot of secrets, huh? That's not true. At the very least, I can tell you why John threw those flowers away. Huh? John, you saw me leaving the house with those flowers in hands, did you not? Ah, I get it. John saw the flowers and thought of his mom. He threw them away in order to protect Judge Courtney from being suspected. That's not true. You're all wrong. That was his worst lie yet. Okay. Okay. I haven't decorated our house with those flowers. The bouquet must have reminded him of... So the pup just happened to find flowers from his mother's bouquet on top of the body. That's when he threw them away and kept silent about the body. Ha! That's a tiny little story I've ever heard one. And what's wrong with that? I suppose you prefer untidy, messy stories tonight? Don't tell me you've forgotten already, Missy. The pup confessed that he caused the monster's head to fall last night. Oh, that's true, but... He's currently the only suspect in the murder. 50 more minutes, people. Then I'm gonna cut off. Is that true that there are many reasons to suspect John? It's true. However, there's someone other than John who's far more suspicious. What do you say? John himself was kidnapped by that very person not too long ago. Now you rescued him from the refrigerated warehouse near the harbor, pal. A refrigerated warehouse? That's right, pal. Sunshine Warehouse. The refrigerator wasn't turned on, so he wasn't able to freeze to death. But if he hadn't yelled out for help, we would have never found him. Once the sleeping drugs were off, he was finally able to call out for help. Sleeping drugs, huh? If I recall correctly, when you were kidnapped, that's right. There was a ball laying on the floor of the refrigerated warehouse. I think it's the same thing that was used on me not too long ago. Sleeping ZZ stuff. It's super powerful. Jesus. How about Agent Lang? John's clearly a victim. There's a mastermind at work behind the scenes of all themes of this case.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. I don't know anything about this so-called mastermind. You say they were hiding here? You say they were here last night? I still don't know for sure yet. Ha! It's not like you to be so vague, Mr. Prosecutor. Indeed, I still don't have any evidence that ties the mastermind to this murder. Is there someone else? Is there anyone besides John who had the opportunity to murder the President? Yes! Blaze! But that's it. As I thought. In the end, the pups is only suspect. No, Blaze! There's one more suspect, Agent Lang. What's this? Didn't I repeat it earlier? Last night there was one more person here. Blaze the best day. You're saying he's the one who did it? Last night, John was not alone. Blaze the best day was here too. Should we consider him to be a new suspect? Blaze the best day killed the President? It's entirely possible. He's considering it. Blaze the best day. It can't be. The same guy from 12 years ago? 12 years ago? He keeps popping up. Well, okay, we already did this, but a lot has changed. It all happened over 20 years. Back then, he and my old man were close friends, and our clan protected the President's life. Lang? Don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago. You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally going to prison, where you belong. 12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence, don't you agree? Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago? Nothing that concerns you. On the contrary, it might just have some sort of connection with this case.
Not so fast!
And I suppose you have some proof, Mr. Prosecutor. Show me evidence there's a connection between this case and the one 12 years ago. Evidence, you say? And if you don't have any evidence, then there's no point in talking about it. Flyer. Take a look at this. Mr. Prosecutor, get that thing out of my face! Like he says. The sun sets fast in Sengfa. You don't have time to waste looking at your useless junk. No! This doesn't show a connection. Let's flip over the evidence one more time, Mr. Edward. There's just something written about agents somewhere. In there somewhere. That was it. It was Mozilla. That's the only connection. Yeah, the thing he laid to rest in front of the flower bed 12 years ago. You simply must retrieve it. Ah! There it is. This report written by Patricia Ron to Blaze the Best Day regarding Knightley. Please read this part here. Laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago. That's not all. Take a good look at this as well. The letter was sent to Joe Graney and was murdered 2 days ago. Although the sender is currently unknown, here it is written as follows. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. What? 12 years ago? Agent Lang, something big is happening here. Joe Crane's murdered 2 days ago, and now the President's murdered today. There has to be some connection there. And the key to solving it lies what happened 12 years ago, does it not? You're asking me to reopen the old wounds of the Lang clan? Agent Lang, I beg of you. Do it. Who was that just now? Shifu! You guys, what are you all doing here? We followed you here, Shifu. We heard that Shifu was investigating the incident from 12 years ago. You idiots! I'm not your boss anymore. Get back to your post. Sir, we can't do that. What do you say? Are you disobeying my order? Shifu, we also beg of you. Reinvestigate the SS5 incidents from 12 years ago. None of us could ever forget that case. We know you feel the same way, Shifu. Thank you. Agent Lang, even your former subordinates decided to reinvestigate the case. Do you think you can solve that mystery of that case? Perhaps I can, with your help. Shh! I got it. I accept your invitation. Shifu! 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 Now then, with that aside, it's my turn to shine. Okay? We're investigating a case from the past, right? And guess what the best tool for that is? The little Mr. Thief. Right. If you have the case from the past, I can recreate it. Unfortunately, I don't have the case files. Huh? What do you mean? Access to those case files is restricted. It's being treated as highly classified information. Why is that? I don't know, but it seems like there were lots of things that they want to keep hidden. Even what I know is limited to what was published in the newspapers back then. That will not be a problem. That will not be right. In any case, please tell us what you know. Sure. The SS5 incident. The incident occurred on a winter day 12 years ago. It was the 10th of February. The police department in this country received a call from a group of kidnappers. We've kidnapped the President Wang, they said. Kidnapped? The SS5 incident was the case of the President Wang's kidnapping. They demand a ransom of $100 million. 100 million? Wait, just how much is that? It's such an large amount she's having trouble visualizing it. That night, my old man was the last person to meet with the president. They were together at Sengfa Embassy until midnight on February 10th. After that, no one knows what the president was doing up until he was kidnapped. With the president's life at stake, the Sengfa government frantically gathered the money. After that, the ransom was delivered and the president was returned safe and sound. So President Wang has been the president since 12 years ago. That's really amazing. Well, being in office for so long is just a small part of how amazing the man is. Wang seems a bit happy when he said that. What happened to the kidnappers? Well, a top secret covert investigation was carried out, and then a secret trial was held. Trial? Does that mean the suspect was caught? The suspect was Patricia Rowland. Then the reason you came to the prison a few days ago... Yeah, I was putting an extended leave from Interpol. I decided to go back and reinvestigate what happened 12 years ago. First I had to get a look at the face of my target. The trial test ended with a not guilty verdict. Yeah. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the prison security. He took responsibility for the kidnapping and was relieved of his post as bodyguard. But he continued to investigate as a regular police officer until he finally found the culprit. It was none other than Patricia Rowland. There was no way she could be innocent. However, the result was not guilty. In the end, the case went unsolved. Crushed in both body and soul, my old man resigned from the police. What was the basis for arresting Patricia Rowland? There was a lot of evidence. At least that's what I think. But I can't see those documents for myself. So that's where my story ends. What should we do? With this much information, even the little people have a hard time reproducing a recreation. There's really nothing we can do? Looks like you could use some help. Who's that? What are those two? Hey, Francisca. Francisca? And Mr. Shields, too! We finished up with the trial and finally managed to catch up with you guys. Yeah, take this. This is... Ah, it's the case files for the SS5 incident, sir. Fuck yeah, Francesca, you rock! When Roland mentioned 12 years ago during the trial, it caught my interest. I looked into it immediately and got in touch with Interpol. I expect no less from you, Francisca. Don't get the wrong idea, Miles Edgeworth. I didn't prepare these documents for you, the former prosecutor. I did it for the sake of the investigator taking up the case that his father left behind. Sis, but I thought the information on the SS5 incident was restricted to the public. That restriction was placed by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Blaise de Beste. BAM! Blaise de Beste was the prosecutor in charge? Him. However, as a result of the trial just now, Blaise's authority has been revoked. It's all thanks to his son. Sebastian? Bringing down his father. The door to this past case has been opened. Prosecutor de Beste is currently wrapping things up in Patricia Roland's trial. He told me to relay this message to you. Leave Pops and his cohorts to me. You guys just take care of the case on your end. He's becoming quite reliable right before our very eyes. Truly. Alrighty then. This is perfect. Now that we have the files, just leave the recreation to me. Indeed. Let's begin. According to the documents, it appears that the incident took place right in front of the Tower Plaza. Let's head to the plaza right now. Wow! Blaise is behind everything! Okay, would you please activate the little Mr. Fee for me? Right, with these case files recreating everything should be a snap. Where should I start? Indeed, according to the documents, it seems there was a witness to the kidnapping of the president. A figure journalist by the name of Jack Cameron. However, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and was murdered by the culprit. So that would mean the place he saw the president was here. Here? At the Grand Tower? No, the Grand Tower was only built around a year ago, okay? Before this place contained mostly old abandoned buildings. Oh, it turns out this place was... Ha! Now you're finally talking about some stuff I know! Yeah, 12 years ago, this very spot was... the Happy Family... the Happy Family Home. What's that, pal? It was a place where children who had lost their parents could live. Or to put simply, it was an orphanage. So the president was kidnapped at that orphanage. And the head of that facility at the time was Patricia Roland. Wait a minute! Wait a minute. Knightley and Simon grew up together at an orphanage. Oh dear, this is good. Simon is involved. I doubt it's him because he's very skittish, but I think he's going to be a key witness that I have to drag out. He is the key witness to drag out Patricia Roland. But who's the mastermind then? Apparently, Roland always referred to it as her home. It seems that suspicion would naturally fall upon her. Patricia Roland, Blaise de Beste, and President Huang. The darkness that remains from the SS5 still casts a shadow on the present case. I do, but it was not, okay. Simon and Knightley were not confirmed to be at this orphanage, but at an orphanage. Unless... No! This statement is the last part of the statement. The last part of the statement is that was about Knightley, and Knightley put something to rest in a flower bed 12 years ago, and that's what Blaze dug up there in the film lot. That's where Knightley and Simon are involved. Knightley and Simon are fucking involved. Well, at least they're involved, but they have something to do with this all. I don't think Simon is the one behind it all, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't feel his persona unless he's hiding it. But then again, Patricia does have goons. And it's clearly a plotter with Blaze. And Blaze is already trying to kidnap. But why did someone kidnap? It doesn't add up yet. But I do believe it's behind it. You can probably assume that he was killed by one of the kidnappers. You don't know where the kidnappers were, right? Precisely, that's why I'm counting on you. Okay, once the pass starts, we're gonna call it a day. John's like, whoa! What the heck is this? Everything's green! The moment I get control back, I'll save. I've expected such reaction. This is a recreation of the grounds of the facility that stood here 12 years ago. Based on the documents from the police investigation. I think we create the scene to show what it looked like when the police arrived at 7 AM the next day. It appears a fair amount of snow had piled up here. Yeah, I heard that the footprints in the snow were prime pieces of evidence. The snow fell during the day, on the day of the incident. So the snow only fell before the crime took place. Which means the footprints wouldn't have been erased by any further snow. I must sure to pay close attention to these footprints. Okay. Okay, people. Let's end it here. Let's save and save state. And save state. Alright then. Thanks for all stopping by. If you are charged with joy, please, oops, that's the wrong page. Please follow our YouTube for clips. Check the archive for every stream we've done over the last years. Some of them are missing because of upload problems or small neglect. No problems, we're now having an automated system. Check out my personal Twitter. Check out our companion Twitter. Also check out Brian, Kibatu, and Brownie, who will be streaming Monday with D&D again. This is Kotlol signing out with Miles Edgeworth, Investigations Prosecutor's Path. Remember to stay charged, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.